Hi, today we're going to do a little video on a new shower that we had installed. Actually, it wasn't new, we just remodeled an old one. And some of the concerns we had were what we were going to do regarding the types of fixtures we had. We wanted to use some Kohler products, and we knew that we wanted to have some water tiles in the shower because we had an old shower head that just didn't quite function correctly, and it was made by Delta. It had some body jets. They were about 5 years old. The shower head barely trickled out. We couldn't really figure out what was wrong with it. We figured it was probably the design because we changed it with several other shower heads. And then we just decided to do this. What our concerns were was that we wanted to have a rain shower head, a handheld shower head, and 3 body sprays, but we didn't know what kind of pipe we had coming into the bathroom. It should have been a 3/4 inch inlet, but we could find nothing but a 1/2 inch inlet. So what we had to end up doing, and I'll show you over here, we had to get 2 separate control valves. This is what Kohler recommended. So originally we wanted to have just one valve. You can see the larger one at the bottom, and that is our thermostatic temperature valve. And then we're going to have a control valve for each of the types of fixtures that we wanted. But since we only had a 1/2 inch inlet instead of a 3/4, Kohler suggested that we put in 2 temperature control valves, and then we'd have to function things separately. So what we have here is the temperature control valve. You can see on the left works the upper 2 flow control valves. The farthest one to the left works the rain shower head. The one in the middle works these 3 wall tiles, which are actually the body jets instead of the general wetting tiles. And then the last one on the right with a separate thermostatic valve controls this body spray here. Now I'll let you see what this looks like. So I don't know whether you can see this, but we're getting a pretty good flow like that. Now I'm going to turn on the one for just the body spray. The handheld. And we get a pretty good flow out of that. Next I'm going to try the body sprays, and I'm going to have to quickly close the shower up or I'm going to get soaked. You can't really see it too well, but I assure you it's getting water all over the place. Well, we're all dried up now, and what I'm going to tell you is that all of these fixtures will run at the same time and give plenty of water volume with the current setup I have. I'm not going to do that for you because it's just too much water going all over the place if there's no one in there to block the jets from coming through this small gap that's in the glass enclosure, which has to be there for the door to open and close. Now, we originally did not want those 3 water tiles on the that wall because we wanted nothing in that decorative tile piece. However, what our plumber found out is that you really can't install these in a 4-inch depth or a standard wall. This wall to the right here goes to our bedroom, and it's not quite deep enough for all the piping and all the fixture that is inside the wall to give these water tiles their flat, flush look. You have to do that on a wall that's about 6 inches in depth, which this goes to an outside wall. Now that's something Kohler doesn't really advertise. They just sort of tell you that if you call about installation. This is the first time he had installed that type of water tile that was completely flush. And when he called and noticed it didn't look like it was going to work, they told him, it may not work unless you build the wall out. Well, we didn't want to lose any space inside our shower, so we just did it like that. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. These are some questions I had about, is this going to work? What kind of volume am I going to get? And I'll tell you, it was done perfectly.